The camera's been on for literally 5 seconds and he's dropped his dummy twice. This video is going to be fun. Obviously last time he was in a video he was like a month old. Basically 4 months old now. No, say hi. Say hi. Camera's over here. No. Look, he's so clever. Woohoo! Little no, little no, little no, little no, little no. You're my best friend. I'm going to go through my expectations and my realities of being a new mum, and I really hope that you guys enjoy this video. Before I get started, I'm going to have a sip of my peppermint tea. Expectations and realities of being a mother. First expectation of being a mum was that it was going to be challenging. I heard that being a mum for years and years, ever since I was small, that being a mum is so challenging, and obviously my mum was a single mum growing up, so all I heard was that it was challenging. Doable, but challenging. I think when I became a new mum, I had that in my head and I just thought, okay, it's going to be really hard, it's going to be the most challenging thing ever. And don't get me wrong, it was challenging, but the reality of it was, it wasn't as challenging as I thought it would be. Maybe because Noah is such a good baby so far. He's 4 months old, and for the 4 months that I've had him, he really hasn't been as challenging as I thought he would be. And I do think that he is a really good baby, and I am very lucky. You've got a bit of milk on your... Come on, no, you're meant to get ready for the camera. That's how me, Jake and him talk. Sorry, it's like a really weird language that we all understand. We talk in that voice. Yes, I don't feel like it was as challenging as everyone made out to be, but if I have more children, it may be more challenging because every child's different, and also he might become really, really challenging, but I do feel lucky so far. A big expectation of mine was I wasn't going to have post-depression. I found through my pregnancy I did feel depressed at points through it, and I did feel like there were times where I was down, and I heard something, I can't remember where I heard it from, I think it was TV or somewhere, I don't know, and I shouldn't always listen to what I hear, but I heard that if you have been diagnosed with depression previously to your pregnancy, then there's a bigger chance that you won't get post-depression because you've already had it. So I heard that, and I think my expectation of post-depression was, oh, I'm not going to have it, I'm going to be absolutely fine. And when I had Noah, I started to feel really down, and I started to feel the symptoms of depression come, and I've got to be honest, I do feel like I am still slightly, not majorly, but I do feel like I have suffered from post-depression more than in fact, I didn't think I would at all. I know that I have, and I know that I'm still kind of up and down at the moment. So I would say I have, the reality of being a new mum is I have suffered post-depression, and it's not fun, and it's something that I do think needs to be talked about more. A big one for me was obviously before I had a baby, I was gym freak, I was eat well, stay slim, I was just fit, and I think my expectation of having a baby and after my body snapping back, that was exactly what I thought. I was just expecting my body to snap back how it was before. Oh, I'm 23 years old, everything will be fine. The younger you have a baby, the easier your body will snap back. So I had that in my head, and I thought, okay, I'm just gonna go to the gym straight away, blah, blah. Okay, that just didn't happen. I've got to admit, it took me quite a while to get back into the gym. I've been back at the gym for about a month now, like full on. I went a few times before, after he was born, but I felt like it was quite challenging for me. I think maybe even more challenging because before my body I was a size 6/8, I was really slim, I was toned, that was all I knew, and having a baby, it was like my body went through a car crash, and after, it did take me a while. I feel like now my body's kind of, you know, almost back to how it was before. The reality of being a new mum for me is my body didn't snap back at all. It doesn't just snap back, and if anyone thinks that that is and will happen, just be aware that everyone's body's different. I know that, but for me it didn't snap back, and I'm very much into fitness, you know, I knew exactly what to do, but I just had to be patient. So yeah, the reality, which was annoying, was it didn't snap back. I had to be patient, and it did take time. I expected more time for myself. I don't know why, because if you ask any mum, they'll say, you know, you never get time for yourself. And I think because I didn't want to listen to everyone. What's up, Bubba? What's up, Bubba? Do you want your dummy? Okay. He's probably going to want food soon because it took me a while to get everything set up. I expected more time to myself. I've got to admit, I was aware before having him that, you know, my time would be taken up with him, and I completely understood that, and I was aware that that was going to be a reality. But in real reality, like now, I don't really get much time for myself. Like even doing this video is quite challenging because I know that in about 5 minutes he's going to want food, so I've got to get this video done, and then he's going to have to go for a nap, and I've got to, you know, you have to balance your life around his nap, his food time, changing his nappy. Just, you know, it sounds so simple, but when you're a mum you realise actually the amount of time I get to myself in reality is probably, when he's with me 24/7, I would say maybe 10%, 5% of the time is for myself. So yeah, I'm going to uni in September, and he's going to be at nursery, so yeah, I'll have time to myself, but I'm going to be working really hard. So yeah, I would say I did expect more time, but it is what it is. Expected to love my child hugely, you know. I've always wanted children, and I've always, you know, I've worked with children as a nanny, and I've always loved children, and I knew that when I had my own son, daughter, child, whenever that would be, I knew that I would love them, and that was my expectation. But I have to admit, and I heard so many mums once again, and so many people say, when you have your baby, there's a love that you have for them that is undescribable, and I actually feel really emotional, I feel like crying. When I had him, it was the love was so strong that I had for him. Sorry, I'm getting really emotional. He's brought me so much happiness. I can't believe I'm getting emotional, guys. It's meant to be a really happy video. So in reality, the love that I have for him is undescribable, and I think when you're a mother, why am I crying? When you're a mum, it's just a love that you can't explain. And I'm not saying that dads don't feel the love, because I know Jake loves him so much, like, you know, no more, no less than me. But when you have your baby, there's just an unconditional love that you have for them, or, you know, I believe most mums feel the unconditional love that you can't explain, and you won't feel the love like you do for your baby for anything else. Yeah, I expected to love little Noah, but it's powerful. It's a very powerful love, and he's just amazing. I expected having a baby to be seriously hard. I expected Noah to be very challenging, and just overall, with a capital H-A-R-D, hard. I found in reality, so my expectation was that he was going to be super hard, and at times it was going to be unbearable, because I just thought being a mum was like that, and it was just super challenging. It was challenging once again, and it has been challenging. But Noah, as a baby himself, I don't know whether it's just him or whether a lot of babies are like this, but he's very laid back, he's very chilled. I bet he's gonna scream now I've said that. He's very laid back, very chilled, and for me, he's just an easy baby, if I'm honest. And I haven't had one before, and I can't compare, but being around other mums, seeing other babies, and from what other mums have told me, he's actually a very easy baby, and I am very lucky. You know, he goes to sleep, he wakes up. I know when he's hungry, I give him milk. I change his nappy when it's dirty. So he rarely cries. Like when he cries, it's either there's something wrong, he's teething, so he'll just scream and then stop, or he's really super hungry and I haven't fed him, which is obviously never happens. I do feed him, but if like, see, he'll just moan, and I'll give him what he wants, and then he's fine. I did expect him to be a lot harder than he was, but once again, that's different for every baby, and every mum will experience something different. So many people told me before having him, and especially knowing my age, 23, I'm still working on my career, people said, okay, having a baby is really expensive, are you sure you're ready for this? I did expect him to be a lot more expensive. We have spent, you know, a good deal of money on him. We bought his buggy, we bought his nursery set, we bought all the essentials that he needs and more. But I think in reality, I think it is affordable to have a baby, and as much as it is an extra cost, I think I expected it to be a lot more expensive than it was. There are cheaper alternatives obviously out there, but you have a choice whether you want to spend more quality on your baby or if you don't. But at the end of the day, if you give them the essentials and you give them what they need, that's all babies need, and the most important thing they need is love. So, you know, I think I didn't think about that. I kept thinking I've got to buy him loads of stuff, when actually most of the stuff he doesn't even use. He's got so much stuff in his nursery. He's got teddies that he hasn't even held yet. So I think I overthought the costing of it, and I think my expectation versus the reality of it was a lot different, and I don't think it was expensive as I thought it was. I didn't expect to have a best friend at all, and that's a huge thing for me. I expected to have a baby, to have a son, and when he grew up I was expecting a friendship, you know, but Noah's my best friend, hands down. Jake's my best friend, you know, he's my soulmate, but Noah he's my best buddy. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but we get each other, we love each other, and I just didn't expect to have a best friend from a son, and it's exactly what he's given me. He is my friend, he's my best buddy. We're best friends, aren't we? No. He's like, no, I'm not your friend, Mum. I'm not your friend. I just love him so much, and I always will. I'm going to put No to bed, and I'm going to have a nap myself because I'm feeling a little bit of a runny nose, a little bit ill. I really hope you like the video, guys. Any more videos that you want to see, do let me know for sure. I'm so happy that Noah's been so good for this video. He's just sat there patiently, haven't you, buddy? Why do I keep calling you buddy? He's smiling at me. I love that smile he does. Why do I keep calling you buddy? I never call you buddy. Do you want to say bye? Bye. He's got his Mr. Men Grow on. His cousin got it for him. So cute. So cute. Follow me on Instagram, guys. It's Daniela Christina Official. Follow me on Twitter. It's Danny with an I_Christina. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video if you do, and leave a comment down below and I'll definitely reply. And thank you for watching. We're gonna go and have a nap because it's nap time. Love you guys. Bye. Bye. Noah, look at the camera. He's so rude. I'm so sorry. Bye.